James Starling here for the DeeJam YouTube channel after today's matchday experience. I'm here with the Claydon gaffer after that. Mate, momentum killer is probably how I would describe that. Just at, you know, the different points in the first half and in the second half, just when it looked like you guys were building up a little bit of steam. Yeah. They got their goals at the right time. How do you kind of assess that overall?
Oh, I think it's a fair summary of what played out in front of us. We were playing well. I don't know why we're having a water break, but there's a water break. Then after that, you know, they've scored one, and then they've upped their game for 5 minutes and quickly added to it, and all of a sudden you're in a bit of a hole. But prior to the water break, I thought we were playing well. We created chances. You know, we should have been 2-3 up. We weren't clinical enough. They've scored an absolute worldie. Great goal from the lad. We've then made a mistake. We've then allowed the lad to travel 20-30 yards and put it in the corner. So defensively again, you know, disappointing goals to concede, but yeah, that was difficult against a good side that keep the ball, to then lift yourself when you're 2-0 down. To be fair, we did. We will always play a certain way. I said to them in the changing room, sometimes we've maybe got to be a little bit cuter about how we manage passages of play, and perhaps we need to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, pretty gutted really. I don't really want to stand here and do an interview, but I think it's the right thing to do. Win or lose, you come out here and have a chat. Yeah.
So I mean, as you mentioned, I mean, there's not really an awful lot you can do about that first goal. It's an absolutely spectacular finish, but that must be really frustrating. Literally from the kickoff, they win the ball straight away, and you know, as you said, within about a blink of an eye, it's 2-0.
Yeah, and then you know what. You can't legislate for that. You know, the first goal was a great goal, but you know, we lost the ball in a bad position, and you know, to be fair, you can't take anything away from the lad. That's a hell of a finish. You know, the second one, the ball's got caught under his feet, and Woody will feel upset about that. But we'll keep. The thing is, fair play to them. You know, they kept wanting the ball. No one went and hid up. Coldie's got one back. You know, with his fourth attempt. But yeah, fine margins. You know, we're playing well. It's just fine margins. You know, we'll be absolutely fine. You know, I said to the lads in the changing room, you know, we will be fine. You know, it will turn. I've got no qualms about that. Last season we set the bar high, and you know, people are aware of us now. And this season we have to improve as a team, as a squad, and as a management team to maybe adjust our game a little bit and raise our game, and be aware of, you know, what we're up against, and a little bit more clinical, a little bit, you know, cliches, be a little bit more clinical at this end of the pitch, and at the other end of the pitch defend how we know we can defend. So.
Yeah. Just one sort of final thing on that. Obviously, game aside, has it been a bit of a pain with the fact that you've been starting a couple of weeks maybe behind some of the other teams? I mean, you know, there's already games in hand already. It seems very strange to have started at different points of August.
Yeah, well, you know, we played Capel in the first game, and that's their third game. That's our first game, and yeah, you can have as many pre-season games as you want, but it doesn't prepare you for senior SIL football and the pace of it. And yeah, I think that did affect us in the first game, but moving forward from there, there's no excuses. You know, we're fit they're fit lads. We're a good side. Cranes, they were clinical last week. Henley took their chances this week. That's the difference. That's what wins your games, and that's what loses your games. So.
That's it. I'll let you go.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
I'm going to cry now. Right, cheers.